رمضان 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 يا حبيب رمضان رمضان ليتك دوما قريب.
And then the Prophet ﷺ said, if this person was to die before next Ramadan, if this person, someone who committed zina in the month of Ramadan, one who drinks khamr in the month of Ramadan, drinks wine in the month of Ramadan, and if he dies before the next Ramadan, Rasulullah ﷺ said, there will not be a single good deed and that will save him from the fire of hell. Not a single good deed, not a deed will be able to save him from the wrath of Allah and from the fire of hell, if that person was to die before next Ramadan. Allahu Akbar Kabira. And remember, the ulama say, this is not only referring to wine, anything that intoxicates you, all intoxicants. And then the Prophet ﷺ said that fear Allah about the month of Ramadan. The way the good deeds are multiplied in the month of Ramadan, the same is the case with the bad deeds. Even the bad deeds are multiplied in the month of Ramadan. So it's important that we convey the beautiful message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is da'wah. It's just one point I mentioned in da'wah. We need to inform our young people about this. Whatever you heard tonight, inshallah, we will convey this to everyone. Before Ramadan, during Ramadan, after Ramadan, we must respect this month of Allah Jalla wa Ala. It is the month of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Point number 10, which is the first point of gratitude. And gratitude, again, this is something very important. Allah Jalla wa Ala says in the Quran, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. When you thank Allah Jalla wa Ala, Allah will increase it for you. وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ. And if you are ungrateful, then my azab is shadid, a severe punishment. Whatever Allah Jalla wa Ala has blessed us with, we must thank Allah Jalla wa Ala. One of the maqasid of fasting, to feel the pain of the poor people, to feel the hunger of the poor people, to feel the thirst of the less fortunate people, people who don't have anything, to remind ourselves and to make sure that we give sadaqah in the path of Allah Jalla wa Ala. So, the first point in this, which is point number 10, to feel the pain of the less fortunate people and to do something about it. Not just to feel the pain and say that, oh, so-and-so is hungry and thirsty and they have no risk at all. To do something about it. And how do you do something about it? Give sadaqah in the path of Allah. Increase your sadaqah in the month of Ramadan. And to do shukr upon every ni'mah of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Shukr, to thank Allah for every ni'mah of Allah Jalla wa Ala. How do you do that? At iftar time, before you eat, you stop for a bit. Do not eat. Ask Allah. Say to yourself, because you're hungry at iftar time. You've been waiting all day to eat and drink. And at iftar time, rather than eating straight away, just stop for a moment and think, if this risk wasn't available, if this food wasn't available, if this water, this drink wasn't available, then how would I live without it? And there are so many people in the world for whom this is not available. Oh Allah, I thank you for blessing me with this ni'mah. So before eating, before drinking, thank Allah. But don't just say it verbally. Feel the pain of the poor people. Feel the pain of those who are hungry and thirsty. Think about them and then thank Allah and then drink and eat. The taste will change. It will become a real nur. That rizq will become a real nur. That is shukr. That is the real shukr. Then make niyyah and give something in the path of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Just separate some money at iftar time. Even if it's £1, £2, every day in the month of Ramadan. Just take some money out and say, inshallah, we'll send this for the poor people. Do something about it. Don't just talk about it. Do something about it. That is point number 10, about gratitude. Point number 11, a very important point. Eat with family members. Sit together. As I said, in the light of a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and I will discuss this in detail, I will go through a lot of detail, inshallah, in the coming weeks, inshallah. So, eat with family members, eat together, and I will give you a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about the importance and the benefits of eating together. People say there's so much arguments, so much ikhtilaf. The daughter doesn't listen to her father, the daughter-in-law doesn't listen to her father-in-law, brothers, sisters, family members, so much nafra within the house. There's no sukoon in the house. Why is there no sukoon in the house? Because you don't eat together. You don't sit together the way you used to sit together in Pakistan, in India, in Bangladesh, the way you sit together with family members. Make niyyah. We will do that and we will act upon this in the month of Ramadan. And see the nur of that. See the barakah of that. That is what creates mahabbah. The son is upstairs in his own room. Food is sent upstairs. Or he comes downstairs in the kitchen and makes some food for himself. Mother is in a different room eating in a different room. The father is elsewhere. Relatives, they come and they don't see no unity in the house. It's important. If you want the real nur, then make niyyah, inshallah. If you want to benefit from the month of Ramadan, that you will make sure the suhoor is together and the iftar is together. And another important point in this is do not waste food. This is something very important for brothers, and my message for the sisters. It's important that we learn from these talks. It's a reminder. This is why it is a month. فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ. That's what it's all about. We need to ask ourselves, where are we going? What is our maqsad? The maqsad of life. Ramadan reminds us about our maqsad of life. So another important point, do not waste food, brothers and sisters, in the month of Ramadan. This is something that hurts the most. For sisters, when you make suhoor, when you make food at suhoor time, if food is left over, then leave it, keep it for iftar. Do not throw it away. Do not throw it away. In your plate, put as much as you can eat. Put less than what you can eat, less than what you want to eat. So the food is not wasted. So much food is wasted in the month of Ramadan. Store it, keep it, and then make sure that you use the same for iftar. And then at iftar time, and don't say, oh, I can afford more. You can afford more. How do you know you can afford more? What if Allah takes it from you? It is Allah who has given this to you. That food is cursing you when you're throwing it away. There's so many people who need the same food. Do not waste your food. Learn to eat less in the month of Ramadan. So in this point, it's important, eat together, eat less. The purpose of Ramadan is to feel thirsty, to feel hungry. And what do? We end up overeating at iftar time. We eat too much in iftar time. We eat too much at suhoor time. Remember the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Just one nawala, one morsel, just a bit of food is sufficient for Ibn Adam, for the son of Adam. The Prophet ﷺ said, for his back to remain straight. And then Rasulullah ﷺ said, if he has to eat more, then 1/3 should be for food, 1/3 should be for drinks, and 1/3 for breath. That is the training in the month of Ramadan. It is not to eat all the junk food or pakode and samosa and kebabs and everything. The nafs, the purpose of Ramadan is to control our nafs. To control our nafs, to make sure that we eat less. At iftar time, at suhoor time, make sure, because eating less is something, that is what gives us the qurb of Allah Jalla wa Ala. The bhook, the piyas, the hunger and the thirst, that is something that makes you see Allah Jalla wa Ala. The Babur Rayyan is for hungry people. It is for thirsty people. I will talk about that. But it defeats the purpose, the maqsad. What is the maqsad? The point is to feel hungry in the month of Ramadan. And if Sahri time you eat so much, if Tar time you eat so much, then where is the taqwa? The maqsad is to attain taqwa. So point number 11, eat together, eat less, and do not waste food. Eat together, eat less, and do not waste food. In light of a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, we will discuss that in more detail. Finally, last point for gratitude in the month of Ramadan is to visit the Bimar Pursi, visit the sick, at whom the doctors have given up. The doctors have given jawab. They said that this person will not survive. Search for such people. And this creates the sense of gratitude in your heart for what you have. Search for those people. If you can't find them people, then at least go and visit the Bimar people. Visit the Marid in the month of Ramadan. And make this a habit of yours in the month of Ramadan. And also, go to the Qabristan, go to the graveyard. In the month of Ramadan, at least 4 times, 4 Fridays, make it a wajib upon yourself. Make it necessary upon yourself. Meaning these are not obligatory practices, these are not faraid, but make it necessary. You know, when once a person becomes stone-hearted and he thinks that death is not for me, when he sees a lot of people dying, he says, no, it's for my relatives, so and so will die, but it's not for me, I will not die yet, I've got plenty of time. And then you keep telling them, you know, Allah Jalla wa'ala said, once a message is conveyed to people, who is a greater oppressor than the one to whom the message is conveyed and he still ignores it? There is no greater zalim than that person. The message is conveyed to each and every one of you now. Each and every one of you, the month of Ramadan. And don't you think, oh, I shouldn't have come then. I came to this gathering, I think I've been avoiding it for such a long time. I have to act upon all of these things. No, you did not come. Someone invited you. You came with the karam of Allah. You came with the karam of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Don't you say it was my decision. These things don't happen accidentally. If someone invited you, then that was with the karam of Allah. That was with the name of Allah Jalla wa'ala. And those who were not able to come, it wasn't written for them. These important points of taqwa which are given to us, you know, these things are not taught in our gatherings, unfortunately. Even in the Jummah khutbahs, it's very rarely that people talk about these practical teachings, practical ahkam for deen. So if the message has been conveyed to you, then remember the Quranic verse. Allah Jalla wa'ala says, who is a greater oppressor? Who is a greater zalim than the one to whom the message is conveyed and he still ignores it? Still ignores it? So brothers and sisters in Islam, these are the 12 necessary points that we need to act upon. So first is taqwa, and taqwa has how many points? 3 points. Then it is training for 30 days. How many points in there? Then glorification. وَلِتُكَبِّرُ اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ. How many points? And then وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. To thank Allah. How many points? 3. And for taqwa, the first point is Allah dekh raha hai. Allah is watching me. And the second point, avoid bad company, search for good company, delete your apps and everything that is useless. Something that is useless, something that will waste your time. Get rid of all of that. And especially for children. It's parents' responsibility to make sure they keep an eye on the children. It's important. Do not let them play with the phones. Keep an eye on them. That's not for them. Why is it that they do not like Quran? Why is it that they do not want to recite Al-Quran Al-Kareem? Isn't the nur of Quran in the Quran? It is the same Quran that will transform people's life. It will bring about a revolution in people's life. Our children don't want to listen to it. They do not want to read it. Why? Because they're in this materialistic dunya. They're worried about their cars. They're worried about their computer games, the internet. That's what they're worried about. They're worried about the latest phones. That's what they're talking about, because that's what we have given to them. It's our responsibility. That's what they have seen. We did not show them the haqiqat of Al-Quran Al-Kareem. You know, recently I was Bimar, had a lot of bukhar, and the favorite dish that I used to eat, I couldn't eat it. I didn't like it. Was that the person who cooked it was a different person or same person? Was the dish different? No, it was the same dish, same food. But I couldn't eat it. Why? I was ill. I was Bimar. The dish was the same. Why doesn't Quran benefit me? I heard the people recite the Quran and they start crying. I heard that people fall unconscious when they recite the Quran. I see that the Quran mentions that the people of Allah, they start shedding tears when they recite the Quran. Why doesn't it happen to me? The sickness is in you. The Quran is the same. We are Bimar. There's a problem in us. And this is the month of training. To get rid of that sickness, to cure ourselves from this disease. And when we work on that, when we work on our children, inshallah, you will see they will fall in love with Al-Quran Al-Kareem. They would want you to recite Al-Quran. They will recite Al-Quran Al-Kareem with you. So point number 2, and then point number 3, to believe that it is with the fadl of Allah. Everything happens with the fadl of Allah. What if Allah doesn't accept my psalm? Don't boast about your fasting. Don't say I didn't eat anything in Sahur all day, then talking to people. Today I didn't eat anything. I did not eat anything all day and I'm still fasting. No. And don't expect that it will be accepted because of your efforts. If it is accepted, it will be accepted with the fadl of Allah Jalla wa'ala. With the karam of Allah Jalla wa'ala. And point number 4, that is tazkiyah. Tazkiyah of the mind, tazkiyah of the heart, and controlling your nafs. Point number 5, perfection in ibadat, in salah, in wuzu, in citation of Quran, tarawih, thinking about mahshar. Point number 6, sila rahim. Very important. As I said, nothing is accepted if your family members, if your relatives are naraz with you. Nothing is accepted. You go to them and you seek forgiveness. Point number 7, tilawat of Quran, hifz of Quran, and memorization of salah translation. Memorization of salah translation. Point number 8, darood upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, istighfar, zikr pass and fast. Point number 9 is da'wah of deen and gratitude. Point number 10, ihsas of masakeen, feeling the pain of the masakeen, of the poor people. And to thank Allah for every ni'mah. Before you eat, before you drink, you thank Allah Jalla wa Ala. Point number 11, eat with family members. Eat together, eat less, do not waste your food. Point number 12 is to visit the Bimar people, Bimar Pursi, visit the Marid, and especially those who are on the deathbed. That gives you so much yaqeen and so much shukr. It creates a sense of gratitude in your heart. If you go to the hospital and you make a habit of meeting people, there's a 25-year-old young person there, he's on his deathbed, and you speak to him and you say, how do you see life now? And he says to you, 5 months ago it was all different for me. 5 months ago I was planning for the future. 5 months ago I used to think about the cars. I used to think about my properties, my house, my luxury, my dunya, my degree, my university. I used to worry about my six-pack. Some people, they would come to me, Pir Sahab, give me a taweez, so I can get a six-pack. Yeah, what kind of a life is this? Yeah, I've been trying so much in the gym. I've tried everything, but it's not working. It's not happening for me. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I just remember, this is the state the ummah is in. This is our state now. People waste so much time in the... People stand in front of the mirror for so many hours. Why? Why are you wasting your time? People are worried about the height.
Ramadan, ya Habib.
Sallallahu ala Muhammadin nabiyul ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim wa salli alayhi. Muhtaram ahibba, आज का खुसूसी विर्द आप नोट कर लीजिए. ये खास विर्द है हर किस्म के बुरे ख्वाबों से बचने के लिए. अगर आपको रात के वक्त डर लगता है, जब आप सो रहे हैं तो ऐसे ख्वाब आते हैं जिनकी वजह से आपके दिल में डर की कैफियत पैदा होती है, तो इन नाइटमेयर से या फ्राइटनिंग ड्रीम्स से बचने के लिए एक ख़ास विर्द है. सोने से कबल या मुतकब्बिरु 21 मरतबा पढ़ लें अव्वल आखिर दुरूद शरीफ, तो इंशाअल्लाह ताला आपको हर किस्म के बुरे ख्वाबों से हमेशा के लिए निजात मिल जाएगी. इसकी आप आदत बना लें. या मुतकब्बिरु 21 मरतबा हर रोज़ सोने से कबल पढ़ लें अव्वल आखिर दुरूद शरीफ. अल्लाह जल्ल व अला इस पर अमल करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए और इसकी बरक़ात अता फरमाए. सल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मदिन नबील उम्मी व अला आलिहि व सहबिहि व बारिक व सल्लम अलैहि. Brothers and sisters in Islam, today's special litany, special wird is to rid yourself from bad dreams, from nightmares, from frightening dreams. So inshallah, if you were to recite Ya Mutakabbiru 21 times every night before going to sleep, and you send blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam before and after it, Allah Jalla wa Ala will protect you from all kinds of nightmares. So inshallah, Ya Mutakabbiru 21 times before going to sleep, and you send blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam before and after it.